So the Sacramento Kings, I think, had a good offseason. Obviously, Sasha Vinzikov of Olympiacos. He's literally called the power forward version, the European version of Klay Thompson, because he never dribbles, but he's a goddamn steal. Okay, 3 years, $15 million, and he was an MVP. The other guy, Vasilija Micic, got 3 years, $24 million. Yeah, and he's older. So, and Sasha's like 2 years younger. They also brought back Harrison Barnes, Trey Lyles, Alex Len, traded for Chris Duarte, drafted Colby Jones, got rid of Rashawn Holmes, let Chemsy Metu walk, and they waived PJ Dozier, which, fine. Those moves were fine. But I really liked what this team did, okay? They didn't panic. They didn't overpay for Kyle Kuzma. They kept everything together, continuity. They brought in Vinzikov, okay, another weapon. And I think this is a team that, how will they become defensively? Like, Mike Brown's a defensive coach who has coached offense, but this personnel isn't built to defend. But with the effort and the focus on the players who couldn't defend last season, I think they could maybe become better defenders. So if you look at the Kings, roster, I think it's going to be interesting to see how it looks as the season progresses. For me, I've really, really, really enjoyed what they've been trying to build here with, with the current, I guess you would say, players under contract and what Mike Brown did last year. Because the way I see it right now, I believe they have Jalen Slauson and Keon Ellis on two ways. And they can bring one more guy on a two-way. They do have a cap hold on a qualifying offer for Numis Guetta, so they could bring him back. The roster currently is Colby Jones, Kessler Edwards, Nerlens Noel, Alex Len, Chris Duarte, Davion Mitchell, Sasha Vinzikov, Trey Lyles, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Domantas Sabonis, and De'Aaron Fox. They're currently at 14 players, okay? And they use part of their mid-level exception on Sasha, and they still actually have $1.3 million left on that mid-level exception if they wanted to use it anymore. And for me, when I look at the current team, I think the starting lineup, obviously De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis. Okay, second unit, I think is probably going to be Davion Mitchell, Malik Monk, Sasha, Chris Duarte or Kessler Edwards, and Trey Lyles, then with Nerlens Noel and Alex Len when they need more size and rim protection. So I think those are good ones that they're keeping an eye out for. As I think more and more we look at it, I think this is a team that really, really could get better defensively, but it's all about, like Davion Mitchell, great defender. De'Aaron Fox, he can play defense. Kevin Huerter, he's limited athletically, but he can play defense. Same thing with Harrison Barnes and Keegan Murray. Malik Monk, I'm not asking. Keon Ellis and Chris Duarte can play defense. Same thing with Kessler Edwards and Jalen Slauson. Sasha, we got to see with the athleticism. Colby Jones, he's like Josh Hart. So, from what they've done this offseason, I think with Nerlens Noel being brought in, they brought defense, they brought shooting with Sasha, and they did the whole continuity thing, which I think was needed, okay? And everyone's saying, Sasha Vinzikov is basically like Klay Thompson, catch and shoot, doesn't need to dribble. And I'm fine with it. Let's just make sure that it works. And I think let's focus. I think a lot of these guys aren't. Oh, sorry, I just hit the mic, just hit the table. A lot of these guys aren't set up to be world defenders. Let's be honest. They're not. They're not meant to be that at all. So for me, I think when I look at this situation, I definitely think it's interesting to look at it as these are teams that I think, like the Kings, that yes, they're limited defensively what they can do, but if they can just be like a top 15 or a top 20 defense instead of a bottom 10, double thumbs up right there from me. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you guys think of that? But Yeah, let's move on to the next team.